Now, of course, it's a lot more that goes into that because you're going to need some reviews. Make sure you post photos. So after your training, they're going to have 5 to 10, 20 final photos that they can use, probably more than 5, so maybe even more than 10. So use those 10 photos and post them all. Before you post it on Google My Business, change the title of the photo into those keywords and then upload them to the Google My Business listing, right?
You're listening to the Full-Time Lash Artist Podcast. If you want to jumpstart your lash career, you can also watch Cosme's free lash training at www.fulltimelashartist.com. Let's grow.
I feel like there are little things that makes a huge difference, and
Especially at the beginning.
And people can find you so easy only based on those keywords, right?
You shouldn't really say they can find you so easy because it really depends on the competition. If you're the first place, you're the first eyelash service in your city, yes, of course, because nobody else is going to be in there.
Because the city.
And now Google actually just released a huge update. I just updated your profile. It allows you now to plug in all your social media accounts and their URLs. So when you choose your business name, use the word lash or eyelash or something like that in the business name itself. So now the next step is to have, once you optimize the Google listing, Google page, Google My Business listing, Google profile, whatever we want to call it. It's because they change it so many times in the last 3 years that people are getting confused. Essentially, it's Google Maps. It's
on Google Maps.
Yeah, the easy way to understand where is this listing showing up. It's literally just on Google Maps.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you search on Google, like regularly, you go to google.com and you search for eyelash extensions near me, it's called 3-pack. The top 3 listings are always going to pop up directly on Google. But the listing shows up the best on Google Maps. So now when you edit your listing on Google, I was going to ask you to put your social media profiles. So I remember a couple times I mentioned, even on a few shows, a few episodes, I said focus on Google My Business, Facebook and Instagram at first, because nothing else should take too much of your time. Because your expertise, it's not social media and marketing, your expertise is eyelashes. However, I have to take my words back now, because when you optimize that listing so well with all the other social media accounts, now Google grabs data from all around the internet and puts it into juice, SEO juice, into your listing. So yes, right now you should create a Pinterest account, you should create a TikTok account, you should create a YouTube channel, you should create a Twitter account, and you should have links for all of them, just at least to have the listings and the accounts created.
Yeah.
And if this might come as a follow-up question, because a lot of your students might have done previously hair or nails or makeup or
different type of
skincare or whatever. You should have one. You should completely separate your accounts and have one just for lashes if you're planning to do this for a while, because again, it's gonna get optimized based on the keywords and phrases that you're using.
That was my second question. Should you focus only on one profile, one on each server, or you can throw everything in one? But like just mention now, because even guys, I'm in this business for more than 5 years, 6 years, and everything that Marianne explains, I'm off. I understand some few things, but he's the one who's doing all the marketing and everything. So sometimes for me, when we do those type of videos, podcasts, that makes sense. Oh, I know, you did that for me. So now, because you mentioned earlier all about the keywords, it makes a lot of sense to have one profile for each service because it's based on the keywords. Exactly. Eyelashes and hair.
If you have hair by, nails by.
Right.
Right.
It makes a lot of sense.
And it's the same thing on Instagram and TikTok. All these, and by the way, TikTok recently did an integration with Google. So a lot of people searching on Google, they might find TikTok videos, and a lot of people searching on TikTok, they're gonna start seeing some Google results. And it really all works together. If you list your business on Google, eventually it's gonna show up in your TikTok video. When you post something on TikTok, it allows you to, you post a video, and it allows you to put the location.
Wow.
That location, it's actually your Google listing.
Wow.
If your Google listing is not optimized, it's not going to show up. Of course, it's going to, same thing on Instagram. You post a video and or a photo, and it asks you the location of that post. Now you can decide if you want to post it or not, but because it's a local business, you should always, like every post that you do, let's say you are in a city like Woburn, north of Boston, right? Every time when you post something, you should post, I'm talking about Facebook and Instagram now, and you should have the location of those cities and the cities around you, because you're local. Nobody's going to come from an hour away to get the lashes done with you. I know you have a few customers that come from 45 minutes, an hour. I know you mentioned somebody that came, but it's one.
It's one, right?
It's one, maybe two.
But you know, something just came in my mind. I see sometimes people that they are, let's say they are located in Medford, right? Or they are in Boston. And when you scroll down on Instagram, you see their location, different type of city. Is that because why? So for example, I'm in Medford, but when I post a picture, I see the location in Stoneham.
What do you mean? So you post, let me make sure I understand the question. You post the photo or the video.
And you put a different location, not the one that you are in. Why?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can put any location.
That's because people are going to see you, or why?
So yes and no. Again, I don't want to complicate things too much. Most important thing that matters for this particular reason, one is you need to get known and seen locally in your
area.
Now, of course, if your city, like let's say you had some students from New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, with cities that are not as populated as Boston, for example. So in that case, you want to use all the cities when you post all the time.
I think that happened, because sometimes I see you Medford, but you see another post from Somerville, or another pictures from Boston, or.
But that also has to do with who you follow.
Okay.
Because if you, I'm pretty sure the people that you're talking about, you follow all of them, all the posts that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're seeing post of the people that you follow. It's not like you're seeing all the, but at first, because we're talking about the students that are just getting started, they're not going to have any people follow them.
Right.
So nobody's going to see their post at first.
Right.
That's why ads are my role all the time, because ads don't care how many followers you have. And at the end of the day, nobody knows is going to get a huge follower. Like, you're not going to see, unless they're fake, you're not going to see a salon getting tens of thousands of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, because why? Like, who that much about an actual salon? Right. They might follow the owner, because again, we as people, not again because I haven't mentioned this on this episode, but we as people, we connect the best with other people. You don't necessarily, you're not a die-hard Coca-Cola fan, or you're not die-hard, even though it's one of the biggest brands in the world. You're not a die-hard McDonald's fan, or you're not, right? Like, but it's created between two people. Of, all right, like, you're doing a great job in your stories every day. So a lot of people, like I remember always ask your students, so why did you end up buying the training for Zmina and not somebody else?
Yeah.
Well, if I found her on Google, then I talked to her over the phone, and then I saw her, and then I follow her on Instagram, and I saw her stories for like 4 months. Oh, so see, it's, again, that's brand building, and it's you see, it took so long for someone. Like, yes, we have people that book on the first call or on the second follow-up or whatever, but then you have people that follow. I remember a student said one time, and I was shocked. She followed you for like 2 years and became a student.
And she found me on YouTube.
Yeah. But again, I digress because I get so excited about this topic. But let's go back to...
And make it simple.
Yeah, let's go back. Again, we were simple until we started going to
there
these...
There is a lot to explain, I know.
So first, you need to focus on Google My Business. So you need to start the listing.
That's say for free, right?
Yes, completely free. All these listings and all the social media accounts are for free. Say you don't have time today to spend 4 hours. I mean, you put 3-4 hours, but let's assume you don't even have 2 hours to do it. Let's say you don't even have an hour. Let's say you're just excited to get started. So assuming they have your name of the business already chosen, Next time for the first platform, which is Google My Business. So let's say you set that up and you don't have all the other accounts ready. That's fine. Just punch in as much information as you can, optimize as much as you can on it, upload a couple photos and move on. Right now, it might even take a while for Google to approve your listing. You might even get directly denied if Google realizes.
Also, you have to wait for Google to approve your listing.
It really depends how trustworthy is your Gmail account. If your Gmail account is old, meaning old,
Oh, yes, you mentioned that.
yeah, or if you're just creating a Gmail account, it might take, and sometimes Google might even ask you for a legal document to prove that your business exists at that address.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little bit of a process, but I want to make sure I give people enough information so they can expect what's coming next. All right, so you do the Google My Business listing, you optimize it, and then you move on. What's next? Instagram and Facebook page. Now, Instagram, and by guys, make sure you choose, and literally this applies to every business that's getting started. Make sure you choose the same username for all the platforms, ideally. Why? Because again, it's a keyword. If let's say the name of business is Lashes by Joanna, right? And then on Google, she's Lashes by Joanna, and then her Instagram is instagram.com @Lashes by Joanna. Twitter is Lashes by Joanna, right? All of these things, when somebody's searching on Google Lashes by Joanna, because let's say they want an ad or whatever, and now they want to see who you are, what you do, Google is going to recognize is when somebody's searching Lashes by Joanna, it's going to populate all the listings. You don't want somebody else with the word lashes showing up when people are searching for your actual name, right? So make sure you choose the same username for all these platforms. So first, after Google, you do Instagram. So you optimize, you create your list, your username. Ideally, in the photo of the profile, it's a photo of yourself. Even if you, like in your case, for example, you have Limit Lashes as the name of the business, and it's like the legal name, it's not Limit Lashes by Cosmina, it's just Limit Lashes, and that's it. However, in your case, we went a different route because you started doing trainings, and then we optimized your personal profile as your name because of the decision of building a personal brand in case you want to exit from the salon, and that's a whole different, more advanced strategy. But the username of Instagram should match all the other ones, as when you create a TikTok account, when you create a Pinterest account, a YouTube channel. Even if you don't have a plan to post a video for the next 3 months, you should have a TikTok account and you should have a YouTube channel. Why? Just because
to have all the links in them.
And then let's say you don't have a website yet. It's fine. Use what's going to be the all platform for you closing customers, Instagram. Why? Because it has the DMs and all the other features.
If you got a passion for lashes, let me see it. It's time to level up. If you need me to, I'll teach you my 6-figure secret. Better believe it, cause I believe in you. You're listening to the Full-Time Lash Artist Podcast. If you want to jumpstart your lash career, you can also watch Cosme's free lash training at www.fulltimelashartist.com. Let's grow.